Okay, I cordially invite to start the discussion. Any question, any topic or any suggestion?
I would like to share, I don't have a question, but I would like to share. Yesterday I didn't know I can share, so I would like to be delighted and also to share some nice experience. So yesterday I was feeling very happy to be again at the retreat and to see so many yogis coming, and also many old yogis that I know for 20 years, but also new yogis. So my heart was very happy, and it was like calming down very fast, like in the daily life the mind is very rough and it's like grumbling, and here it started to soothe very fast, so it was very nice feeling, and also the body started to relax in a very, very quickly, like melting, like butter when it's melting or snow when it's melting, so all the tensions that is in the body started to melt away, so I was very happy that we all came together to the retreat.
We call it feeling at home.
Yes, yes.
Feeling at home. We are coming from different directions with the same vibration and same family members get together. No much of hugging and kissing and activities, but we are at home.
And actually, exactly, I had this feeling that the mind is coming back, not coming, just running back.
Yeah.
It was feeling like we have a sand and there is a hole, and the sand is just falling down. So it was very fast that actually I couldn't even notice what is happening, but like everything was falling apart and just coming to the center or something. It was very nice feeling.
So anyone feel at home exactly the same. Whether you are male or female, ordained or non-ordained, no difference. When you are at home, it is universal. It's a humanity. So even if one person is feeling at home, others also get the good vibration. So it's a contagious kind of a good vibration. That is called, in Hindu, it is called grace. When you are in the satsang, when you are in the meditation group, it's a kind of a healing effect. It's a kind of a good vibration. In America, they call good vibe.
When I try to divide my thoughts into these two categories of harmful thoughts and harmless thoughts, there's a significant amount of thoughts. They are very hard to distinguish to which group they belong. They seem to be rather neutral, and in this case I don't ask about the properties they have to put them there, but I went the other way around to ask, do they not have the property of non-cruelty or renunciation or non-ill will? And so if I don't find this, I put them automatically into the other group of harmful thoughts and discard them. It's not a question.
So it usually well explained with the feelings, pleasurable feeling, painful feeling. And there's a very nice dialogue in Chullavedala Sutta, husband and wife ordained, and she became fully arahant, and the ex-husband, still a lay person, but he never believed my wife can get enlightened. So he go and question. Understand? The wife already enlightened, husband is he is in the third path achieved, and he go and question the wife to ask to see whether she is really wise, really enlightened, and go and ask what is the good and bad, what is the pleasure and pain of the painful feeling. And the wife, the enlightened, the sister says, yes, the beginning of the painful feeling is a painful, the disappearance of the painful feeling is a pleasure. Understand? And then he is asking, what is the pain and pleasure of the pleasurable feeling? And she says, the beginning of the pleasurable feeling is pleasure. The disappearance of the pleasurable feeling is a pain. It's a little bit detailed. And then the question comes. What's the pain and pleasure of the neutral feeling? And she says, if you know it's a neutral feeling, it's a pleasure. If you do not know, you are in pain. So like us, when you are thinking the harmful thoughts and the harmless thoughts, or loving kindness thought, there's a huge amount without falling into the harmful or this thing, and we don't know. Day you comes to know, that is due to your meditation, due to your mindfulness, you understand human beings are naturally good. They don't know. They don't know. Karl Marx told, human beings are naturally good. The class differences, they start troubling. And Sir Isaac Newton told, when the material is traveling through the air, it is going very straight. It is not crooked. And the Buddha mentioned, everyone's heart is glittering and bright, but outer crux is just smeared with the rust and this thing, so therefore they don't understand inside brightness. So when let people to understand their thoughts and categorize the good and this thing, and many goes to no good, no bad. They don't know because they are not mindful. The moment you understand many thoughts, I would say 88% or 85% thoughts, no good, no bad. So they appear like boring. They appear like monotonous. They appear like useless thoughts. So our mind is only titillated by the very good and very bad one. So whenever it comes to the center, that's the path to Nibbana, that is the middle path. So when we are discussing, we feel like checking our own thoughts. And we are naturally good beings. But we don't give a good character certificate. I don't give it to myself. I am telling that I am a person with so much this and that and this and that. But naturally, becoming a human is a gift. So you have to understand. If you know it, you are happy. If you do not know, you will be in the normal, desperated and unhappy being. So mindfulness gives nothing new. It just tells you, you are a good guy. That's it. So that's why it says, be mindful, and main thing is not to worry. Don't worry, there's a little bit of very good and very bad. It's you and me are the same, me and me are the same. But majority, we are harmless beings. So to understand, you must be mindful. Therefore, you must not be mindful to gain something. You have to understand the mindfulness to understand who am I, what am I. So that means mindfulness without a religion, secular mindfulness. Just put everything, vomit and categorize it. This is bad, this is very good, and huge amount you find, no good, no bad. That is called no pain, no pleasure kind of a feeling. Or no with the sense desire, no with the anything. That's a normal, that is called inert thoughts. That is called background thoughts. And they are very, very good. We feel bored. We feel monotonous. We feel lost. We feel tasteless. We feel less dramatic. So therefore we are going to the extremes and end up with so much of trouble. So therefore we have to share and understand we are good guys. That's it. Michael is a good guy. Otherwise we are always complaining. We see the bad side of the other person. We see the bad side of me. And that is what the media, that's what the television is telling. That is what the papers are doing. That is what all the media are doing is promoting the bad side. Not that it is not available, they are highlighting it. By highlighting, definitely you are killing the peace of mind, the peace of the commoner's mind. Yes.
So during meditation, it happens to me rather often that I stumble upon an experience that I kind of find interesting, and immediately I kind of plan to bring it to the interview, and I kind of fantasize about this situation, that I'm speaking about it in the interview. And what I noticed is that, there's part that is like kind of genuine interest and curiosity, but there's also part that, just my ego wanted to look smart in front of the others and look for approval or whatever. And then I have this resentment, or resentment and shame at the same time. And I kind of realized that, I should probably have more acceptance and compassion towards this side as well, but I kind of find it difficult sometimes. Like immediately there's this kind of resentment and shame, and I think this actually happens like very often in my life, that there's this part, this kind of ego-centric part that I resent, and I can't really have enough compassion for.
Compassion for you or
like for me or my part, like this part of me that wants to, be smug and seem smart in front of the other people.
So that means you have no trust upon the group. So that's why the Buddha says the meditation is a very tedious task. But if the group is harmony, it's appear like a hobby. So you are trusting everyone. We are not talking with the people with the street. We are all practitioners, we just share. So that sharing without editing, without commentaries, impossible. Just telling what happened without adding up, without commentaries, without exaggeration, impossible. So it is understood. So sometimes it is ego trip, sometimes full of shame, sometimes kind of a revelation is a difficult thing. So it's called catharsis. By opening, you heal. So there you have the trust. You have to have the trust upon the other person or the group.
I think the basis of it is that I don't trust myself enough. It's not just the
that is you express into the others,
yeah.
And that is the internal, external images.
Yeah.
So after a while, when we are practicing few days together, we develop the family-like understanding, and some people start expressing themselves, and we feel the release. And then why not me? Then I also start giving little bit of mine, not everything. And slowly, you share. So we are in the forest, about 30 monks together, and meeting 3 times for interviews, and 1 time for Dhamma discussion, 1 time for monastic rules. So at the beginning they are hiding. I mean, monks are, you have to understand, they are assumed kind of a beings. We are spiritual beings, and we must not do any mistakes, and we must not talk anything bad. So what I do is I crack open everything. I say, I am the culprit, I have done all the murderous thing, and still I am very happy. I am the chief, now I am sitting on the chair. And don't worry. And then the people start slowly going to give their own mistakes and confession. Such a healing thing. So the newcomer to confess, it takes so much of time. We know it. What we do is we share each other without any boundaries. So the newcomer become a member-like, at home-like. And then ultimately it's dissolves, the boundaries dissolve. And later it contagious. Everyone feel like coming and expressing their own mistakes. One day I hate you, I wanted to kill you, and all the kind of, he says now, no more, but because of that, because of this, so communication, the barriers are disappearing.
Yeah, I understand this on like interpersonal level, but
yeah.
In my case, it's intrapersonal, like it's as if there were like multiple parts of me, and there's this kind of ego part that...
The split mind they call it. Split mind. So whenever you come to the here, now, and you love yourself. Mm-hmm. You can't be here and now because you hate yourself. So therefore give a challenge. If you love yourself, you feel very comfortable, just like a cat. And be happy. Everything is there, what else? That mind says, no, now present moment is okay. What about tomorrow's breakfast, tomorrow's lunch? Who is going to give? And all projections, everything happen. So then not simple, that rational mind, you hate yourself. So I directly tell others, your talk is just hateful talk, throw it away. Just be here and now, just like a cat. Have you seen the cat?
Sure.
Yeah. So everywhere the cat is there, it's explaining, I am relaxed. Even chasing behind the rat. Do it in a very smart way. So you have to be like a cat. And then at last we are good guys. No problem. To understand, that is all, one lady told one girl from Ireland, we are born to be free. That means we are born enlightened, we don't know. Everyone enlightened. Born enlightened, they don't know. So they are trying to achieve something which is lacking. So everything becomes the sour in taste, astringent in the taste, bitter in the taste. You never taste the sweet side. The enlightened beings always happy. Don't worry about what is not available. Main thing is not to worry. That is that part you rectify not by deed, not by thought, but by words, expression. You have to express you have to communicate in a very hotline communication. Start with mistakes, and ultimately it becomes a superconductive kind of a transmission. Then you and me, no difference. With whole trust, I can tell you, I hate you. We can agree to disagree. No problem. Then you will be the best administrator, best leader. We are fighting each other. We are completely not parallel with our thinking, but we express each other. We agree to disagree over the table. No problem.
I can confess that in the last days, I have a lot of hate against you.
A lot of hate?
Yeah. But sometimes it's gone again, and I feel very okay. So.
How do you know now it is gone?
I don't experience hate right now.
So a hatred only give you the release to understand I am not hate. It's a comparative, it's a relative. If you are not hating me, you can't entertain not hating. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
So, when by kind of entertaining the thought of not hating, you are already kind of, at least I feel it that way,
No, not hating become prominent because you hated before. Otherwise, not hating is nothing to talk. It's normal. It becomes something subject matter because you hated before. So therefore, when you have true darkness, the little light appear very, very blissful. But light is light. When before you had the darkness, then very prominent, very conspicuous, very contrast. So everywhere, any person going to talk about so much or super good, that cannot be. There should have something bad. It's always 50-50. Always 50-50. So therefore accept it. That is the combination. That's a natural combination.
I think a long time I couldn't accept it, and this is kind of the people-pleasing habit of me. People-pleasing, always doing something to please others.
that I call when you go to a shop, they are smiling and all the kind of thing to sell the thing. But if you are going to return the thing, they are not smiling. they say, no, not this time, come later, and this is not the counter, you have to go to that counter and all of it. But you are going to purchase the commercial kind of a smile. I mean, that is there. So they ask, when do you start it? Some people thought it's only after 6 years, your brain is completely become a fully fledged circuit. But when you keep on practicing with mindfulness, even at the age 6, age 3, people, the young children, they start to show it. My Satipasala in the mindful school, one principal taught the mindfulness to the grade 5 children. And one child sit for 15 minutes and told, I am so relaxed. Tension, everything gone. So principal was thinking at the grade 5 children, what kind of a tension? They don't have tension, and he says tension gone. How come that? And then he gave a child to age 5 years. And he also, after practicing, he says, my tension gone. He wrote to me, Mandi, how can that happen? How can tension to a child at the age 5? Then I told, age 5 child can entertain that kind. You being a principal, you still make a problem out of that. That fact also a problem for you. And when I am reading, I found the first child getting the full maximum love of the mother. And when the second child born, he developed the hatred to the second child. Because he can't get the full love from the mother. So age 3, they start hating and envious and kind of thing. So therefore we have to understand it's a natural process. And therefore they try to do something to please the mother and to hate the sibling. So we are throughout, and most crucial, most important and most dramatic thing is we do this kind of camouflage in a group. When you are solitude, no nonsense. When you are living in one cave or you are living alone, you can't camouflage, you can't cheat trees, birds, wind, fire, nothing. So I am reading a book and I am writing a book, or there's one chapter is that the discontent, the civilization and its discontent. When we are in front of people, we are always camouflaged, we show. So socialization gives us so much of attention. Because we can't think about living in a cave in the forest. We think this civilization, this village, this town, this facility is a must. Nonsense. So Buddha says to meditate, go to the forest, sit under a tree, go to a solitude place. There you are a completely different perspective. People are there, but they are minding their own business. They are not looking at me, so I am mindful. So by becoming socialized, becoming advanced in technologies and towns and everything, created so much of problem. But still, there are some forests. If you wish, you can go. No problem. Just like the mindfulness here and now. If you wish, you can go. So you must understand the society is going to give us so much of responsibility, the pressure. And with respect to that, whenever you become mindful, you feel relaxed. It's a relative thing. So therefore, by talking these things, we are released from the bondage. We understand, we grip, hold into the tension. We keep on fertilizing tension. There's one guy in the YouTube called Muji. He's I can't remember, he's a black person. And he says, I am not a meditation teacher, but people are coming in seeking help. And many people come with and say, I'm in the tension, I'm in the frustration and all the kind of thing. So I asked them to just talk. No problem, it's also healing. At last I am going to say, the frustration and tension cannot live with your mind. But your mind can live without frustration and tension. So therefore leave the frustration here and please go. They are not happy. They always take their frustration with them. He says, please leave the frustration here. I am going to accept it. You please go with your mind without frustration. So mindfulness is the mind without frustration. You make a door opening to the midst of the frustration, go to the present moment and see no frustration. So therefore, in mindful expression it says, it is never too late. Never too late, never irreversible. Anything can be rectified, anything can be, you can start right now and feel it, the relaxation.
Would you say there's something like doubt which is leading in the right direction?
Doubtful?
Doubt which is leading, which is kind of helpful, or is all kind of doubt?
Never doubt, never in a good direction. It's not a healthy one.
Mm-hmm. So when I have doubt and it's telling me go this way, and I listen to the doubt, I'm in the wrong direction.
No. So you have to say, don't make a decision with the doubt in your mind. Wait till everything disappears, and then the mind will tell you the best. If the mind is perplexed, if the mind is disturbed, don't take a decision. So when I get a serious problem or kind of thing, then I'm telling, okay, you gave me a problem, wait 3 days. The third day when I get up from the morning, what is happening, I'm going to tell you, no, it is pressing, it is this. Then I'm saying, I'm very sorry, I am not a servant of you. I am a man in the relaxation. Don't put question into me. If you put, you have to wait 3 days. Then only I am going to give an answer, if you like or not. I am not worried about it. So 3 days time, if the problem is gone, I am no answer is there. 3 days time finished. All the problems gone. When I am coming from Sri Lanka, everywhere bombing. People ask me to not to go. And everyone says, don't have a gathering, no meditation, stop everything. And people have full panic. I tell you, mind, few days time, my time will solve everything. Now people forget about everything and go to the parties and trips and everything. So I from the beginning, even before meditation, I am utterly relaxed. I never take anything as serious.
When I'm doing sitting meditation, when I have my eyes open, sometimes it seems to me that when my mind is too much planning or wandering, when I open my eyes for a few moments, it cuts that fantasizing. I'm still looking at the one point.
No. And that is good for sleeping also. If you feel the sleepiness is setting in, and closed eyes are more conducive for sleepiness. So if you open eyes, then you feel it is not a sleeping time, it's a day, broad day openness. So the whole trend of thoughts stops. So it's a kind of a way, so in Zen meditation, you are not supposed to close your eyes. You are facing the wall and just look at the wall. Or you are facing the even ground without not much of decorations. You can say, look at the ground where you are sitting. And it's different. So therefore, whenever the meditation is catching, don't open your eyes. Whenever the problems happens, or daydreaming and sleepiness or kind of, it's a kind of a radical kind of a opening. And the trend will be broken.
I would like to share some experience from the meditation. Last day I had the meditation and I was sitting in a body posture and I was concentrating on the primary object. Usually I'm using more the abdomen because I feel that I can relax the body more with the abdomen. I can feel more the feelings from the body, the pain, all the tension. But before that I need to increase the level of the concentration. So basically, before I move to the abdomen, I use the primary object, the concentration on the nostrils. After maybe 20 or 30 breaths, when I can continually watch the breathe in, breathe out, I move to the abdomen. And last meditation, I had this experience when I was in this state. I was serving the abdomen and the pain was increasing, and I observed the pain. When the pain started to be very heavy, I tried to more focus on the primary object, and I started to feel that the pain is releasing slowly. And when I used this same approach many times, it started to generate the pleasure, and it was slowly increasing more and more to the pleasure. And I don't know, this feeling is like moving from the abdomen to the chest and feeling some kind of happiness when each time when I am able to see the pain with this approach. I feel this happiness that I could release the pain, and I was doing this for a long time, and it happened that all the pain started to change to some kind of a vibration, and I didn't feel any more pain, but I felt some sort of a strong vibration down here, and from with time it moved into my whole body, and I felt very, very balanced, and the mindfulness was very, very sharp, but it was also very dangerous. I felt like if I'm not mindful for just a second, the pain is starting to be more stronger. So I'm interested. What is this vibration? It's the pain changing, or this? Do I see the pain as it really is, without the mental addition to it that it is pain? I'm removing it, and it's just a vibration, or just a feeling like tinkling or something.
This vibration is the primordial force for anything. The light, the sound, the smell, the taste, the body, everything comes out of vibration. You label it according to your upbringing. Then start storytelling. But instead, if you go back to the source, if you go back to the primordial source, whether you are meditate or not, all the time vibration is there. Whether you are mindful in sitting and walking or sleeping, always the vibration is there. That vibration has no boundary. Observe when everything comes back to the vibration. Vibration have no boundary, this is me, this is not me. So you can say if you expand it, more suffering. If you reduce to little suffering. Because there is no boundary. And that is why the Schrödinger, in 1917 he told, the Schrödinger energy waves collapse only when the consciousness interact. Otherwise, they will just continue to be energies. So you call it pain, she may call it as a light, he may call it as a sound. So you give the label. Then only storytelling happening. Instead, what will happen if you go back still reducing it, it becomes energy. The vibration becomes energy, the particle is not available. It's energy. That energy has no time. Energy has no locality, it is non-local. Time you impose. So when you go to from vibration to energy, you lose the sense of time and the space. And that is the point where Einstein got stuck in quantum physics. And only your consciousness go and interact it and then collapse into matter. Whatever it may be. So therefore you have to, whenever it express like a vibration, pain, you reduce the vibration. And you can see still it can be reduced. More reduced means more purified. You go to the center of your mind, not to the periphery. So when you go there, it is always bright, it is already enlightened. But your mind is not happy to go to the center, it is going to the periphery. Then you are a being, you are a human, you are a male, you have this wife and this, all the identity, it is the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg, we are different. But if you take the berg below, exactly the same. So the way you express, it's a pain or perception or volitional activity, it's a characteristic feature, your personality trait. You can give different name. When they become a joke, it becomes sarcastic.
It's very, very hard to achieve this state. Sometimes this work is so frustrating that sometimes I'm able to achieve this balanced state and sometimes I cannot. And then I start to think about what can I do.
Ego is, by egotistic trip you can't go. You have to just do as a beginner. Sometimes you go there, sometimes you are not. You can't plan it because it is beyond your control. But it is always there. Always it is there, the way you can't demand, you can't command. And that is why you have to be very humble, you have to be very innocent. So when you are innocent and humble, you are back at the paradise. When you become arrogant and claiming, you are in the hell.
So maybe when in the first meditation I achieved it, I came out from meditation, I made the idea, I use this, I try to do it next time, and with that intention to achieve it, I'm avoiding the state.
That is called the craving. You have a craving. And it's craving utterly come out of your foolishness, your ignorance. So, but don't give up. Do it again, and one day again, all of a sudden you go there. Because now more chances to happen it, because once you noticed it. And when your frequency increases, it comes under your control. Everywhere, wherever you go, the vibration is there. Whenever you go to the vibration, it's a healing. You can't express it. Language can't explain it. It has no boundaries. And still you can reduce it to energies. The before your birth, what was it? It's pure. It's purity. And more and more you become old, it becomes putrefied, not the purity.
And am I supposed to try to remain in this balanced state for longer
time?
It
is none of you. You have no will. No. When you go there, you go there. When you not go there, you are not going. You can't. It is not your. You have no the choice. It is called choiceless awareness. You have the potential. You have the possibility. Definitely sure. And everyone is having. They have not confirmed, you have confirmed, but still you have no controlling power. So you are innocently going there. So Pandita Sadhu, the Burmese Sadhu used to say, fulfill the duties 100% without any expectation. Fulfill the duties, do your whatever utmost you have to do. And don't expect that to happen. Expectation is a cussedness. That is the human, the worst thing. Do everything, don't expect anything. That's the way mother is doing to the child. Mother is doing the utmost. Don't expect anything.
Can I ask one more question?
Last question.
And that, regarding concentration, when I'm used to try to increase the level of the concentration, I'm trying to keep my attention on the primary object continuously for a longer time. Am I increasing the concentration or the mindfulness?
So you are totally confused. Anyone try to chase behind the concentration, I consider like an addicted person to drugs. So it's an addiction. Just be mindful, simple. Continuity of mindfulness is concentration. But if you are going to achieve concentration, whenever it is not there, you are totally desperate. Like a drug addicted people. It's an addiction. So I have kind of a negative feeling for this term concentration. Instead I say, please concentrate, replace it with mindfulness.
Okay.
Don't use the term meditation, just be mindful. And then you are just like a child, very innocent, very simple, just be mindful. Wherever you go. And then ultimately concentration will set in whenever the conducive conditions happen. But if you are expecting, then most of the time you become desperate and disappointed. And that is what happened in the meditation world. People have so much of projections and plans for the concentration. But if you replace it with the mindfulness, they become scouts. Just like girl guides and the scouts like, be prepared. So, finish. So we are going to 15 minutes take off before the talk.